Yes, it is. And today is National Donut Day.
Rap.
Let it be known. National Donut Day, our favorite holiday. Well, Greg and I.
Oh,
Greg,
the
so
best.
Greg, I thought you were more of an ice cream man, but you are a donut guy.
Yeah, I'm kind of
What's your
leaning
favorite?
donut.
Really?
Kinda.
Yeah.
See, like ice cream, you can get full somewhat easily. You know,
Yeah.
like one pint and you're completely done, obviously. But donuts, there's something about my body that just can keep eating
Just
them
consume.
over and over and over.
Yeah.
Like a dozen donuts, easy.
So today for
Not that I
National
would.
Donut Day, we're going to the Woody Show Science Lab. It's time for a round of Science with Sebas.
Yes.
And there is a visual element to this, obviously. So we have the Facebook Live going right now, so you can watch what's going on here in studio as this happens. Do you have to be following us on Facebook, or?
You
How's
should
that
like
work?
us. Yes.
But do you need that in order to
No.
be able to watch it?
No. Facebook.com/The Woody Show.
All right, so it's up on Facebook Live right now. We did buy a chocolate fountain, and today we are going to see if we can get Donut Glaze, to go through and
actually
see if we can
fountain?
get Donut Glaze to fountain.
Okay.
Rip.
So Science with Sebas, give us because we couldn't buy glaze. Like we tried first to go see where we could buy glaze.
Yeah, let's just pick this up at the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how they would physically sell that, like in a tub or...
Yeah, I would think it'd be
Yeah,
like in a
if-
tub
if-
of
yeah,
some-
with
some
the
sort of tub.
icing.
or like a bottle, maybe.
Catch a bottle.
Yeah, true.
something. But
Funnel.
it turns out it's something we had to make ourselves. So walk us through this here, Sebas.
Well, donut glaze is actually surprisingly easy to make. And all it is 4 parts powdered sugar and 1 part milk.
Really?
Okay.
Easy.
Now, of course, if you want to fancy it up, church it up, you can add vanilla extract. You
Oh,
could add some raspberry
definitely.
coulis,
Sure.
chocolate chips, lemon curd, perhaps,
Of
Greg.
course,
Oh,
of course.
nice. Yes.
But basically, it's just 2 ingredients: 4 parts powdered sugar, 1 part milk. Now, the science behind donut glaze is very interesting. Well, first off, with the milk, you want to get whole milk because you need the fat globules in
Right.
there to help
Makes sense.
suspend the
Makes
sugar.
sense.
You get that watery skim crap.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Pointless.
Gross.
Yuck.
Gross.
And the thing about powdered sugar, the reason you want to use that is actually an interesting deal. If you look at powdered sugar, if you look at the ingredients, it's not just sugar. It's sugar and cornstarch.
Oh,
About
a
five-
binder.
So it's
About
a binder,
5%.
yes.
Well, it helps 2 things. It helps the sugar from clumping, 'cause it's so fine. And 2, cornstarch, actually, when you put it in water, or milk in this case, a water and oil, or water and fat emulsion, you get a non-Newtonian fluid out of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
hell
hell does
yeah,
that
you
mean?
do.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Non-Newtonian.
Yeah,
does that mean?
plutonium
That
fluid.
is
My fave.
that is why, in this case, donut glaze has that nice thickness to it, that drippiness to it.
Yeah, okay.
Is because of the added cornstarch in there. Because when you have normal Newtonian fluids, as everyone knows,
Yeah, duh.
their viscosity really only depends on the temperature.
Right.
But non-Newtonian fluids, such as dissolved cornstarch, their viscosity is irregardless, I should say,
Yeah.
of
Duh.
the temperature. So
Hilarious.
that little bit of cornstarch in there helps give you that nice gloop, that nice consistency. Because if it was just water and sugar, you just have a sweet mess.
Right.
Yeah,
It wouldn't have
yeah.
that thickness in the
Yeah,
bind
you need
that glaze has.
You need it to be viscous.
All about the thickness.
This really is like Alton Brown.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Like
Yes.
Good Eats, where he's got the science behind the donut glaze. So you just get like a big container and
So-
you add all those ingredients, you
Right?
mix it up, right?
Again, by all, just 2. Powdered sugar, 4 parts,
Okay.
1 part whole milk.
All right.
I'm pouring it right in here into this little example vessel.
Okay. Now again, with this on,
Example vessel.
this is on Facebook Live.
Yeah, right now.
We have it for you right now. If you just go to facebook.com/The Woody Show, that's facebook.com/The Woody Show.
Yeah, I figured the science behind glaze would also include heat.
Well, that's true. That's what makes glaze more runny. That's part of the 4-to-1 mixture. You get that perfect amount of set to it at room temperature.
Right.
How it's dry and cocaine-like when it gets to room temperature, but
Right.
when you
That's how
heat it
Raby
up.
likes it.
I like it cocaine-like.
And so, guys, in the time that I just talked to Greg about cocaine, I've already produced a full batch of glaze right in front of your eyes.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
you are fast.
Dude.
So like, don't you need like something more than just like a hand beater there to make it truly?
Well, that's the thing. Because you're using powdered sugar,
Right.
it dissolves very easily, so you really
Yeah.
don't have to whip it and
There's like
whisk it a lot.
clumps or
Okay.
anything
And that's
like
part
that.
of what the cornstarch and the milk does too. It helps prevent clumping.
All right.
So right now we've just produced quite a load of glaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
have.
like large loads.
Quickly
Now-
with your wrist.
Now
Glaze.
these chocolate fountains, do we have any kind of like warning about? Do they warn you like what you can or cannot put in here? Because like we're gonna try a bunch of different things over the next handful of weeks or whatever to see if they will indeed fountain. Because obviously we know the chocolate fountains.
Right. Chocolate definitely
Yeah.
fountains.
But today we're gonna find out, does Donut Glaze fountain in honor of National Donut Day?
Hell yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
with the chocolate fountain, the only thing you need to worry about there is again viscosity. You need something thick that will
Right.
actually cling to the fountain because these fountains don't use any kind of pumping tubing. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
it's a mechanical
corkscrew.
screw in the middle that just corkscrews it up.
Okay.
So your fluid has to be able to stick to that corkscrew in order to rise to the top of the fountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to crank the fountain on.
Rise
Yeah,
it.
again, you can watch this as we speak right now. Facebook Live. It's being broadcast on the internet.
Yep.
For
What do you-
all to see. This is exactly what people had in mind when they came up and invented the chocolate fountain.
Right.
Yeah, they
I like how you ask if there's any warnings of what we can't put in there, because if there
Yeah.
were, we wouldn't put crap in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
Well,
the
we'll put
Well,
peanut
no,
butter in
I'm
there.
more concerned about
But
the
the
studio
mechanisms and, yeah, whether
what's going to
what-
happen. Like, are we
Yeah.
going to be?
Covered in glaze.
Oh, is it going to
Yeah.
explode?
Is there like fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Explosions.
there is a heating element, obviously, to the chocolate fountain.
Right, there's a warming element in the bottom because these.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't have one at home, it's a big like metal bowl that heats, and then the mechanical screw.
We've all seen them at a wedding.
Yeah. I mean, everyone should have one at
So
home.
I
It almost looks like a crock pot with the
It kind
topper.
of does, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've got a large. I went and pre-prepared some of this glaze. Again, just 4 parts powdered sugar to 1 part milk. I'm going to pour this into the fountain.
Okay.
And we'll see if it sticks and comes on up.
Sounds like one of Ravi's toys.
Hello. It
does.
does.
Here we go. So he's pouring the glaze into the fountain
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
It looks great on Facebook right now.
Does it?
Yeah.
That looks
Facebook.com.
pretty decent.
Yeah, it
Slash
doesn't,
the
look,
Woody
yeah,
Show.
it doesn't look bad.
Oh
look
my
at
God!
Oh.
It instantly came out almost.
Rip.
Now,
Oh,
Wow.
hell yeah.
it might be leaning to one side.
Yeah.
Is it like
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
on
Can you
something?
turn around?
Yeah.
Super crooked.
Menace
around.
has over time worn down this counter, so it's kind of
That's
it sits.
Yeah.
his boob.
Yeah,
you know,
it's,
resting
it's-
spot.
Boob holder.
Rest.
Oh,
So they
Whoa.
don't-
don't let that spill.
Oh,
Oh, look at that
oh.
now.
Look
now,
at that.
now.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful.
That's
Oh.
nice.
You're a little off cam.
Okay.
Out now.
Wait, can you move back?
I can get it.
Okay.
I just want to see the drippage.
There you
Yeah.
go. Better?
That is incredible.
Yeah. All right. So you know what?
Oh, yeah.
Now we got to test the dipping, Greg.
There-
That
there
fountain
you have it.
immediately.
Yeah, it does indeed fountain.
Wow.
Now I do see chunks. That's what I'm saying. Like I think maybe if you used like if you put it like in a blender,
Well, that's the thing
maybe
is,
or like a food processor or
Right.
something, it would really eliminate those chunks.
and over time, the fountain will actually eliminate those
Yeah, I
chunks
was
as
gonna
well.
say
Oh,
probably
yeah.
churning it.
The mixing and the churning will take care of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
rid of
we
the
got full
chunks.
fountain on the top 2 tiers now.
Yeah,
Oh,
714
yeah.
saying all this talk about beating, whipping, and being covered in glaze and pumping fluids. I don't know if I'm going to be hungry or horny.
Yeah, tell me about
You
it.
should be
No.
both.
Yeah, so now we have a bunch of different
Horngry.
dippers, and we're going to try this out.
Horngry.
But there you go, ladies and gentlemen, science with Sebas.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
And it does indeed fountain,
It
just
does.
in case you were wondering. And we're going to keep the Facebook Live going. If you want to hit up facebook.com/The Woody Show. Now, here's an official taste test. Now, what do you have there, Greg? You
It's
have
a donut hole.
Oh.
all right, so just a glazed
It's
donut
glazed
hole.
donut hole.
This
with-
milk had been sitting in the office. Was it refrigerated?
Yes, it was refrigerated.
All right, let's
Yeah.
try
And
that.
so let's homemade glaze. So it's an extra glazy donut,
donut
hole.
hole.
Wow.
What do you think?
A plus.
A plus.
Yeah, all right.
That was really, really good.
I've got something for Menace to try dipping in the donut glaze fountain.
Oh, it's because Menace is obsessed with the Uncrustables.
Oh, yeah. Rip. All right.
The peanut butter and jelly that basically just comes in a package.
Right.
All right, let me-
He
let
is
me dip it.
obsessed.
He
He'll eat
eats-
6 Uncrustables in a sitting.
Yeah, I would say he eats at least a half a dozen in a sitting.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Uncrustable now being
A glazed.
Oh, look at that.
Awesome.
no, that would be even better if it was like toasted and then you glaze it. Let's
Oh,
see.
so good.
That works?
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
All right, well,
Now,
there
will
you
it,
go.
will it warm up a bit? Or?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It'll get to a nice warm,
Oh, yeah.
gooey.
You like that?
It's incredible.
I've got a test here for the glaze. I've
Okay.
got a powdered donut.
Ooh,
What
because
if
it
you
is powdered sugar.
What if you glazed a powdered donut?
All right,
I'm
well,
sure it will glaze.
let's
yeah.
let's find out.
It feels so it just feels so satisfying having it being coated.
All right, there you go.
and dripping.
All right.
God,
now,
this looks so good on Facebook Live.
Now here we go.
Facebook.com/The Woody Show.
Here we go. And the verdict is
Oh,
does it
really
work?
good. Yeah, really good.
We've given you so many ideas now.
Powder and glaze.
for National Donut Day. And once again, Sebas and Science with Sebas.
Excellent.
It's all about carbohydrates, guys.
Yeah, it is.
Carbo.
Facebook.com/The Woody Show.